Savvi Shine is officially here. If you're always tired, if you're grumpy, if you need a mood boost, this is for you. This is all natural energy, mood boosting, enhances clarity, and is anti-aging. Hold on, your life is about to improve.
Here's part 2 of my review. It's been 2 hours since I took my first sip. I'm feeling alert, no jitters. Midday, I was very alert. I almost felt like I had so much energy that I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm compelled to do a workout now because I feel like I have all this energy and I need to release it.
Is it an addiction?
Is it an addiction? No, I think it's an addiction. I think it does put me, like, it makes me happy. But no, it's not an addiction. Everything's so, no.
Well, hello there, my lemon slices, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We're here today because I have some shit to talk, because I'm such a hater and a bully. We're going to talk about the multi-level marketing company Savvi. You know, the one with the workout clothes? Well, now they have this fancy, sexy new wellness product, and it's some fancy drink, and the reps just won't shut up about how amazing it is. We'll see about that. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and some dry sarcasm on the way, why not hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand? I would really like to have you here. All right, let's make some lemonade. So let's chat about Savvi real quick for those of you who don't know. Yeah, I've never talked about Savvi before on my channel, to be honest. I really didn't think I ever would. So Savvi is a multi-level marketing company that started out specializing in the sale of women's fitness apparel. I guess it's what many of us might call athleisure. I hate that word. Athleisure. I did hear that Savvi started out as just leggings, but they have since expanded to a variety of fitness apparel, including sports bras, tops, menswear, outerwear. The CEO is, unsurprisingly, a man. His name is Ken Porter, and if anyone is wondering, he does not resemble a Ken doll. So because Savvi is a multi-level marketing company, they have the multi-level structure, and that structure is strikingly similar to a triangle. To become an independent brand partner of Savvi, aka a consultant, one must buy a starter kit, the cheapest of which is $249. After that, you're at the entry-level rank, which, according to their most recent income disclosure statement, 80% of all Savvi brand partners were at this entry-level rank, and the median income of that rank was $30 a month. Not boding well, considering the cheapest starter pack alone is $250. So you guys know that here on my channel, we don't dive too deep into like the business side of stuff, but I still like to offer a little bit of background on the business, like just in case you're somebody who has stumbled across my video and maybe you're thinking about joining Savvi, I want to provide that information. But if you are looking for more information on Savvi in terms of the business end, I'm actually going to recommend my friend Deanna Mims' video. She did a deep dive on Savvi last year, and she talks about the business structure, the income disclosure statement, the comp plan, all that stuff. I'll link that video below. So up until pretty recently, Savvi was primarily just clothing and apparel, but they have since expanded to add wellness to their product line.
Savvi Sips is launching today. Make sure you head out to my boutique link. I'll put that in the description below, so make sure you click on those links. DM me if you want some information or any kind of just like general overview of what it is and what it can do for you and what it's done for me. And hey, Becky! And yeah, so they dropped today. Excited about it. They help with mood, focus, energy, all that good stuff. Good alternative if you're trying to, quit the coffee addiction and try something else. So yeah, they have flavors in lavender cacao, and I think I'm saying that right, or cacao, I don't know how you say it. And then there's also a matcha green tea flavor as well. So yeah, those drop today.
Oh my God, that's so original. Nobody ever does a wellness line anymore. Oh my God. I'm being sarcastic if you didn't pick up on it. So according to what I've seen from Savvi representatives, they launched their wellness line just this past February, I believe it was, that they officially launched their product called Savvi Sips Shine. It comes in 2 flavors. So yeah. let's talk about it. Also, just really quick, you guys need to give me your take on this bit that I'm about to mention. You guys know I'm a fitness buff. If you've been following me for any stretch of time, you know that. I exercise daily. I'm always at the gym. I'm a gym junkie. I've been mulling around an idea in my head to try out Savvy's workout clothes for a while, and then making a video on it, maybe a month or a few weeks or something like that. I've been a fitness junkie for over a decade. I wear workout clothes every single day. So I feel like I know good workout clothes. I'm also a self-proclaimed Lululemon hoe, and Savvy reps are apparently out here saying that their leggings are comparable or even better than Lululemon. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. So let me know if you guys would like to see a video like that. That might be fun. But I have to find the clothes cheap enough to make it worth my while. Like, they're, in my opinion, grossly overpriced. I could say the same thing about Lululemon, but the quality of Lululemon is worth it to me. And Lululemon's not a pyramid multi-level marketing company. So yeah, anyway, let me know if you guys would like that. And maybe I'll start working on looking at places like eBay or Poshmark for like some secondhand Savvy clothes. So like I said, Savvy's wellness line, which I'm hesitant to call a line when they only have one product, but whatever. This product, Shine, comes in the flavors lavender cacao and matcha green tea, and it helps with mood, energy, and focus. Oh my God, that's just never heard that before. So the Savvy co-founders say this about Shine. As two busy people who are frequently on the go, our morning energy boosts, and afternoon and evening, were a necessity to keep us running. But when you're so focused on needing a pick-me-up, you don't always take a step back to realize the side effects and health impacts that certain caffeinated drinks can have on your body. Which is funny, because Shine has caffeine in it. They go on to say, we knew we needed better, so we made it. Put simply, we wanted a healthy, natural alternative to coffee and energy drinks. They say, that's why we created Shine. They also say that they worked with a doctor, to create this adaptogenic natural formula to provide the energy boost and pick-me-up we wanted with just a fraction of the caffeine. I assume they mean a fraction of the caffeine that like a cup of coffee has. So on the product page about Shine, they say, formulated for the busy person on the go who isn't willing to compromise their health, Shine is the perfect way to start your day. It also provides a clean and natural energy boost. Coffee is also natural and clean energy boost. I mean, unless it's like made from sewage, then it's not clean. Obviously, in preparation for this video, I've done quite a bit of research on this product, and something that I've come across while researching this product that I found kind of funny is a lot of reps are making this product specific to like moms/motherhood. It's not a secret that the stay-at-home mom that wants to contribute, the single mom who wants to make more money, they're very often prime targets for MLMs. But I've just seen a lot of them Savvy reps who were like shilling the product on Instagram. They'll say things about it like, oh, this is mom juice. This is my mom pick me up. So to me, as a non-mom, I feel like I can objectively look at this from the outside and confidently say that, in my opinion, that's very exploitative. A lot of people are vulnerable and highly susceptible to buying into the MLM pitch, and stay-at-home moms and single moms are among those who are extremely vulnerable. Like everybody else who falls for the MLM pitch, they just want to make more money and they just want to help provide. And then they usually just end up getting scammed, which is just really messed up. I just thought that that was interesting and very telling. I guess it's not surprising that a lot of these reps are moms, whether that be a stay-at-home mom or a single mom, because that's not unusual in an MLM period. Sorry, that's Onyx's big giant paws. He's coming up and down the stairs. So unlike other product deep dives I've done in the past, this is their only product they have. So we can talk about it in much more detail. And aside from the ingredients that obviously differentiate the flavors, both of these flavors of Shine have the same primary products. So I wanted to look at some of the ingredients, not every single one, because this video will just be way too long. But I wanted to talk about some that I feel like I've seen reps talk about the most. And really it's the first few ingredients listed, so let's get started. Bovine collagen. Collagen. We've all heard of of it. It's a really popular dietary supplement. Collagen is the most abundant structural protein in the body. It's found primarily in our connective tissue, such as skin and cartilage. Collagen supplements are very often touted as anti-aging because of the way collagen naturally supports skin elasticity. In most healthy humans, we produce collagen just fine on our own, but obviously production does vary based on certain factors. For example, age. As we get older, our collagen production decreases, which is completely normal. That's what causes like wrinkles and kind of sagging skin. Your skin is losing elasticity because you're making less collagen. It's a normal part of being a human. There are a lot of other factors that can drive collagen levels down, and there are ways that one can support it and increase it through their diet. In terms of collagen in our food, foods that naturally contain collagen are going to be animal products such as beef, bone broth, and chicken. So in general, most of us don't need collagen supplements. Like I said, like most average healthy humans, some people may benefit from it, but most of us probably don't need collagen supplements. But also, like, you probably aren't gonna die from a collagen supplement, you know, unless it's like laced with cyanide or something. Something that I find very interesting is if we look at the nutrition facts on Shine, the collagen is the first ingredient under the emotional energy blend. What? I don't understand what collagen has to do with your emotions. Based on how this is listed on the label, I gather that this emotional energy blend is a proprietary blend. We've talked about proprietary blends before on my channel. They're very common in dietary supplements. Proprietary blends are actually allowed in dietary supplements in the United States, but the FDA only requires that the total amount of the blend is listed and not the amount of each individual ingredient. So what that means is if the total, I'm just throwing out numbers here, if a proprietary blend has 5 ingredients and the total amount in milligrams of that blend is 500 milligrams, and I'm a dietary supplement manufacturer, then I write 500 milligrams next to the proprietary blend. I don't have to write down the amounts of each of the 5 ingredients of that blend. I just have to write down that the total amount of it is 500 milligrams. So for all we know, it could be 400 milligrams of one thing and then 25 milligrams of those 4 other things. I just had to do some math in my head. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, what's collagen doing in the emotional energy blend? What does that have to do with anything? Anyway, next up we have MCT oil. MCT means medium chain triglycerides. MTCs are usually derived from coconut oil. The use of MCT oils in the clinical nutrition setting can be documented as far back as the 1930s, as it was used a lot as part of a medically supervised ketogenic diet for the treatment of epilepsy. As a nutrition student, I've also learned that MCT oils are common in a lot of nutritional formulas, also called enteral formulas, because MCT oils are easier digested than other forms of fat. I feel like a few years ago, we saw MCT oil being touted as like a miracle weight loss drug or like a miracle energy supplement or whatever. The truth is that there has been some research which shows that MCT oil might promote weight loss, but more research is warranted at a larger scale and more human trials, as suggested by this 2015 study, for example. I've heard a lot of health claims about MCT oil personally, but as usual, they're either not founded or they require more research to be conclusive. Are you gonna die if you take an MCT oil supplement? Probably not. Obviously, there's plenty of people that, you know, for whatever reason, really can't, but I'm talking about the average overall healthy human here. I'm speaking in general terms over here. So whenever I do deep dives into products, I like to include a reaction because as usual, there is no shortage of reps on social media going on and on about how amazing a product is. I'm finding it on my iPad. And I found a short clip of a representative talking about the ingredients of Shine, which we're discussing right now. So let's take a quick commercial break to react to it.
That's what you need to know. It comes in 2 delicious flavors, green tea matcha and lavender cacao, without added sugar, dairy, or gluten. Win, win, win.
Because sugar, dairy, and gluten are bad. I mean, for some people they are. Obviously, if celiac can't eat gluten, but I'm speaking in general terms. And obviously, people who are lactose intolerant can't consume dairy. I'm speaking in general terms here, people. Obviously, unless you have like a reason why you can't consume sugar, gluten, or dairy, then duh, that stuff is actually probably bad for you. But like for the average healthy human that doesn't have celiac or is not sensitive to gluten or is not lactose intolerant, like you're not going to die from eating sugar, gluten, or dairy.
First product, bovine collagen. If you are not yet taking a collagen, you should be. It promotes skin elasticity, the specific kind of
Why'd you say bovine? Is it bovine? I thought it was bovine. Whatever.
Collagen that we use in our product has collagen 1 and 3. You don't need to know what that means, but I can tell you in short is that it supports internal and external results.
You don't need to know what that means, but I can tell you in short, it supports internal and external results. Okay. This is gonna sound like I'm being a bitch, but I feel like she said that because she probably doesn't know what it means. And quite frankly, I don't know what it means either, but I'm not sitting here trying to shill this product to you. I feel like this is very common in dietary supplements that are distributed by specifically multi-level marketing companies. They don't understand the science of the product that they're selling. They really don't know what it means. They just regurgitate what they hear from their upline, from other representatives, or things that they read on the website. But I feel like this is typical. A lot of them probably don't know, don't understand the science of their own product.
Number 2, MCT oil. This supports enhanced cognitive function. So that is what I'm talking about with the mom brain, with the brain fog. It helps support that. And on top of it may reduce cravings and appetite. 3,
I do appreciate her language here. She said it may reduce cravings and appetite because it's not conclusive. I do appreciate that she's using that language that allows for wiggle room. She's not saying it will reduce cravings or an appetite. She says it may. So I do appreciate that.
Ashwagandha. I know that if you have looked anything into the clean and natural remedies of the world recently, that you have heard the word ashwagandha. If you don't know what it is yet, I challenge you to Google it. In our specific product, it may relieve occasional feelings of anxiousness and help create a more balanced mood. This last ingredient is beneficial for everyone, but I want you to specifically know that if you are someone that needs a caffeine kick or feel like you need to, whether it's from coffee, tea, and energy drink, but it leaves you feeling jittery or exhausted at the end of the day from your crash, you are going to be very excited about this specific ingredient. This last ingredient is called bacopa, and it gives you a focused alertness and a boost of energy without giving you the jitters and the crash. So if you are someone who is looking for something to help enhance and boost your mood, for someone who needs more focus and clarity in your life, and for someone that needs energy without the jitter.
It just ended there. Sorry. I guess we can finish reading. You need to try Shine by... Why is it cut off there? So let's talk about ashwagandha and bacopa. Those are gonna be the last 2 things we chat about. So next up we have ashwagandha, which is a super fun word to say. What? Onyx is over here. Oh, handsome man. He just walks up to me and demands attention. Anybody else's animals do that? Probably. These animals are out here so spoiled. Spoiled and ungrateful. So, ashwagandha is another popular dietary supplement that we've all probably heard of. It's often touted as an adaptogen, and it's touted as a way to relieve and manage your stress levels. It actually has been studied quite a bit for its potential to reduce anxiety and reduce your stress. And in fact, it's actually been determined through thorough research and observation that ashwagandha may actually have stress-reducing effects. It's also considered generally safe for humans to consume, although quantities and long-term usage does vary. So ashwagandha is considered safe, and you probably won't die from taking it unless it's laced with cyanide or something. So while I was researching for this video, I came across a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial, which is an excellent study design, by the way, which observed the safety and efficacy of ashwagandha root extract in adults. It did not report any adverse effects, and the findings suggested that high concentration of ashwagandha root extract safely improves one's resistance to stress. The study is a teeny tad bit dated. It's from 2012, so over 10 years ago, but there's been plenty more research more recently that has drawn similar conclusions about ashwagandha. A more recent study I found, published in 2021, which actually cited that last one I just mentioned, concluded similar things. This one was also a randomized placebo-controlled trial, and it also concluded that ashwagandha was safe and tolerable in adults. They mentioned that a larger scale study would be necessary, though, to generalize outcomes. So cool for ashwagandha. Love that. See, I don't just crap all over dietary supplements here. I give credit where it's due. And when a dietary supplement or an herbal remedy or something has scientific backing to actually back up that it may do something positive, then I think that's really cool. Okay, so the very last supplement I want to talk about is the one she mentioned, bacopa. I do not know how to pronounce the second word. Bacopa Maniera? Oh, I'd never heard of this before. I typed it in Google and I discovered that I don't know if they did this on purpose, but it looks like Savvi spelled this wrong. So according to my research, it's an herb that has been used for centuries in the alternative medicine practice of Ayurveda. I could not find a ton of research on this ingredient. Hey, you guys, when I say research, I mean like actual research, okay? Not just like a chiropractor who wrote a blog post about it. Actual scientific research, which employs the scientific method. I found one study all the way back from 2008, which is the year me and Ace started dating. That is not relevant. I just wanted you all to know it. It was another randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial, and it set out to determine if and how bacopa Maniera affects cognitive performance in elderly adults. The study actually determined that, I'm just going to call it BM. The study actually determined that BM, oh, but that sounds like poop. You guys know I'm not talking about poop, though. The study determined that BM has the potential to enhance cognitive performance in aging individuals, and it was found to be safe. So that's cool, but again, that study was from well over a decade ago, and I just couldn't find a lot of research on this ingredient. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like those claims, that rep we saw, and I mean, there are plenty of other ones who make claims about this supplement, I don't feel like there's enough research for her to be making the claim she was making, although granted she did use words like may and might, so I do appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't think I would say that. So that's it for the few ingredients I want to talk about. So let's talk about the caffeine now. So I mentioned briefly before that the co-founders were talking about how Shine is better because it has, quote, a fraction of the caffeine, end quote, of coffee. One stick of Shine has 65 milligrams of caffeine. 1 cup of coffee has about 95 milligrams of caffeine. That's not that much less, especially when you consider that it's very likely that most of these reps are probably consuming more than one of these Shine packets. The co-founders also said in their word before that caffeine has negative health effects on the body, and the reps say a lot about this too. Here's one post by a Savvi representative talking about Shine. It can be tempting to reach for a cup of coffee, energy drink, or cola to wake you up and get your mind ready to concentrate for the day. Chugging caffeinated beverages can lead to some not so pleasant side effects like jitteriness, anxiety, and insomnia, not to mention the supersized servings of added sugar found in some of these drinks. Oh God, not sugar. This natural substitute promotes optimal well-being, balanced mood, and focused energy. It helps manage feelings of stress, combats the appearance of aging, and protects the body from oxidative stress. Okay, that's a pretty big claim. Shine is a natural blend of wellness ingredients that are crafted to support the 3 vital areas of your life every day: physical, emotional, and intellectual. Shine contains an intentionally chosen blend of natural ingredients crafted to support your focus, energy, mood, and anti-aging. And she's showing us this graphic. These are the 4 main ingredients that we just got done talking about. And then at the beginning, she said, it can be tempting to reach for a cup of coffee, energy drink, or cola to wake you up. And then she goes on to say, chugging caffeinated beverages can lead to some not so pleasant side effects. Okay, here's the thing. I will never understand why people demonize coffee and caffeine so much and say it's bad, and they act like it's not natural, which are both untrue statements. First of all, coffee comes from the coffee bean, which is a plant, which is natural. Obviously, once we add all the bells and whistles to it, once we go to Starbucks and add our cold foam and our caramel drizzle and syrups and white mocha sauce and all that kind of stuff, obviously that's not natural, but coffee on its own is completely natural. Second, I'm just getting sick of them acting like caffeine is so bad for you. Shine also has caffeine in it. So recently, like in the last couple of years, research has emerged that actually demonstrates that coffee and tea are not only not as harmful as we once thought, but they actually may be beneficial to your health. According to research recently shared by the American College of Cardiology, researchers from the Alfred Hospital and Baker Heart Institute in Melbourne, Australia, collected and observed data from the UL Biobank, which is a large-scale database that contains the health information from more than 500,000 people who were followed over the course of at least a decade. They looked at varying levels of coffee consumption from 1 cup to over 6 cups a day, and the relationship between heart rhythm conditions and cardiovascular disease. When they say heart rhythm conditions, they mean like cardiac arrhythmia, which means irregular heartbeat. One study they looked at alone had over 380,000 subjects, each without known heart disease, to see if coffee consumption played a role in developing heart disease or stroke during the 10-year follow-up. They found that in general, 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day was associated with the greatest benefit and translated to a 10 to 15% lower risk of developing coronary heart disease, heart failure, heart rhythm issues, or death of any reason. The risk of stroke or heart-related death was lowest among those who drank 1 cup of coffee per day. I would love to get more into this study, but this video is already getting pretty long. I will link it below, but be aware there's a lot more research that has emerged which supports that regular coffee intake is not only not terrible for your health, but it's actually been shown to be very good for your health. Starbucks junkies unite. So I'm just getting so sick and tired of seeing people who are shilling energy supplements and they trash all over coffee and act like it's bad for you. It's not, and it's actually very easy to prove this. Can y'all please stop using these fear-mongering tactics to scare people out of drinking coffee and tea just so they'll buy your products instead? Please? Thank you. management. That being said, again, this Savvi Shine does contain caffeine. They said one stick contains about 65 milligrams of caffeine. And again, I have to imagine that reps are probably consuming more than one stick a day. That's how it usually goes. I need Savvi and Savvi representatives to explain to me why caffeine from coffee is bad, but caffeine from their supplement, that's good though. That's clean. That's natural. Why is caffeine from Shine better? It's not. It's still caffeine. Okay, so before we finish, I actually want to read a couple testimonials. I came across these while I was researching for this video. I came across a Savvi representative who, she has an Instagram highlight reel of people just like sharing their experiences using the Shine product with her. And some of them are quite alarming. So I want to read a few of them. I think some of these they get into like dangerous health claim territory. More feedback after trying Savvi Shine. Somebody asked, what did you notice as far as effects? They answered, well, I was literally in the hospital for chest pain because my anxiety had been so out of control and I just felt calm. I could still function and do what needed to be done, but there wasn't the panic in my chest. It was really nice, and thank you so much. This next one says, I can't. You guys, I want to cry over these messages coming from people who have tried the Shine Sips samples I sent to them. Oh, these are samples. What? So it's not even like they're probably not getting like a month's supply. What the hell? I have a special needs 4-year-old, I guess she means, okay, F-O-U-R, 4, who has sleep disturbance, a single mom as well with a 9-year-old. Okay, this one has a lot of grammatical stuff. I don't know if maybe English is not their first language or what, but I'm going to try and do my best to kind of like edit as I read this. A ton on my plate daily with 30 hours a week of in-home therapies, and I'm typically a walking zombie who survives on coffee. I tried the sample of sips in place of my morning coffee and was skeptical that I could gauge the product with one use. Good point, so would I. However, I literally noticed a huge difference in my day. I wasn't overwhelmed and was much more calm and laid back feeling. If you know me, this is not my personality, lol. I'm excited to try more and hopeful that I have finally found an option for my day that is healthy. How do I order more? Okay, this is another thing, like she's acting like coffee is bad. Obviously, coffee contains we said a cup of coffee contains about 95 milligrams of caffeine. Caffeine is a drug. Caffeine is a stimulant. Obviously, you should not consume high amounts of caffeine. It's not good for anybody. But I don't understand why in this situation, why is coffee bad? You know what I'm saying? It's just more acting like an energy supplement is better than drinking coffee. Also, coffee's way cheaper. Here's another one. You guys, I'm not kidding about sips. It has had an amazing domino effect in my life, and it seems to just get better the longer I'm taking it. Hey, how do I get the sips at the wholesale price? What steps do I need to take? With all of my other health stuff, my medical bills are about to be a lot, and I'm trying to save where I can. Oh my God. I can definitely tell a difference. I feel like I'm on a low dose of ADHD medicine. I don't feel jittery at all. It was 11:30 before I opened my first Dr. Pepper Zero, miracle in itself, and I'm actually knocking out my to-do list, stuff I put off because I just don't have the mental energy to make a phone call or send a simple email, and for some stupid reason doing these things gives me anxiety. I definitely think drinking this regularly would be a game changer for me. Here's one more. I just drank the lavender cacao, and that is exactly my experience. I recently started going back to therapy for my depression, anxiety, and newly diagnosed adult ADHD, and I have been feeling very hopeless. I just tried this out instead of having my afternoon coffee, and I can't explain how calm and different I feel. I'm sitting here almost waiting for something to make me anxious. And let's be real, there's a lot right now. And I'm not. I am so genuinely shocked. I have taken so many supplements for anxiety and depression, antidepressants, etc. And this is such a clean feeling of calm. I am so grateful to have found your page randomly back in December or January when you started posting your cold plunges. They said, this. I don't know what I even know. I don't know I even know what to write. I just feel gratitude because I know that she's talking about, because I know what she's talking about, and sips had literally changed my life the last 52 days, or at least my brain. Jesus Christ, man. Goodness gracious. So there were some testimonials. I thought reading those was pretty, ugh. So my conclusions and personal opinions about Shine is that it's just another run-of-the-mill dietary supplement that's touted by the reps as a way to fix all your problems, and they're saying all this just to get you to buy it. Actually, you know what I didn't mention? Let's look at how much this costs. How much does Shine cost? So this is $52 to $44.20. What if I hit add to cart? Okay, so apparently retail is $52, but if I'm a member, it is $44.20. I save a whopping $7.80. And how many servings? I assume it's probably 30. 12? Holy crap! There's only 12 servings in here. Usually they give you 30 servings. Oh, good. Whatever. Anyway, let's finish my conclusions. Like a lot of dietary supplements, a lot of the ingredients in Shine don't have a ton of research to support the claims that are being made. Obviously, not all of them. For example, ashwagandha has been researched quite a bit. Will this supplement hurt you? Probably not. I'm sure it probably tastes decent. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it depends on your palate. But also, I'm going to go with my opinion that you probably don't need it. I'm also personally fairly confident that many of the testimonials proclaiming that Shine is amazing and fixing everybody's everything everywhere, I feel like I can say that those are probably the placebo effect. I mean, we read one where even the lady was like, I was skeptical about using it just one time because I don't know what I can even see after one use. And that's absolutely right. You can't see anything after one usage. Even like taking medication takes longer to take effect. Anyway, yeah, that's my opinion. So there it is. We talked about Shine. Thank you so very much for watching. If you made it to this point, I really appreciate it. If you made it to this point in the video, comment Shine. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you want to see more content similar to this, hit the subscribe button. And I think that is it for me. I will see you guys in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out. There's a dog. There's an Onyx. Oh, hey, Mr. Zeus, who's as usual on the bed and is not allowed to be unless he's invited. Zeus, why do you think you're in charge? Okay? You're just not. You're not. Do you have anything to say? Would you like to make a public statement? Onyx, what are you doing? Where's Alpha? There's Alpha. Hey, mommy. Bye.